this session. In this session, we are going to discuss or we are going to solve some more problems in projection of points. In our previous session, as we already started our unit 2, that is orthographic projections. In that orthographic projections, we have seen that what is meant by a quadrant system, how many quadrants are there, and how the objects will be represented in all the types of quadrants, and after that we have seen that angle of projection. We are having 4 angles of projection: first angle projection, second angle projection, third angle projection and fourth angle projection. Out of the all of those 4 angle of projections, we are going to use only first angle projection and third angle projection. And we have already discussed the point that why we are using only first and third angles. We have already discussed that with a schematic representation. Why? Because in first and third angle of projections, we can clearly view the objects which we are going to draw the projections of it, isn't it? In first and third angle of projections, we can clearly draw the projections of all views, that is front view, top view, left side view and right side view. But when comes to second and fourth quadrant, we didn't saw objects clearly in second and fourth quadrant. So that is the reason why we are going to use only first and third angle of projections. These all we have already discussed in our previous classes. And coming to our first topic, that is projection of points. And in that projection of points, we have already solved some problems for better understanding. And in this session also, we are going to solve some more problems for projection of points. Why I am stressing this only the projections topic? Because if you understand this basic concept of projections, you can easily draw remaining topics like projection of lines, projection of planes and projection of solids. That's why I am stressing more on this basics, that is projections, and in that we are going to solve projection of points. And in this session, this is our first question, that is point P 35 mm behind VP and 20 mm below HP. So as soon as this, we saw the question, first we need to identify in which quadrant that given point is located. We have to identify in which quadrant that point is located. See, in our question, just keep aside first the numericals, just keep aside. First we have to concentrate on vertical plane VP and horizontal plane HPs. See, what it is given, a point P is behind to the VP, behind to the vertical plane and below to the horizontal plane. So it means what? Behind to the vertical plane and below to the horizontal plane means the point is located in which quadrant? We can say that the given point is located in the third quadrant, isn't it? Third quadrant is below HP and behind VP. So we have identified that quadrant, isn't it? We have got that quadrant, means in our given question the point P is located in the third quadrant. Okay, done. Next what we have to do? We have identified the quadrant. Okay. Next what we have to do? We have to go for the angle of projection. So as the point is located in the third quadrant, which angle of projections we have to use? We are going to use only third angle of projection. So after identify that, draw third angle projection roughly. See, in third angle projection, how the front view and top views are represented? How the front views and top views are represented? Above the reference line we are getting top view and below the reference line we are getting front view, isn't it? In third angle of projection, above the reference line we will get top view and below the reference line we will get front view. Okay, we have identified which quadrant and we have drawn the angle of projection. Now by using this quadrant system and angle of projection, now we are going to solve the question. solve the given question. So, we will draw first third quadrant. We already know that point P is in the third quadrant. First we will draw the third quadrant system. Third quadrant. So, first of all we will draw the third quadrant, how the point is located in third quadrant. So, this is VP vertical plane and this is HP horizontal plane. Next, what we have to do? We have to locate point P in between this horizontal plane and vertical plane. Locate here. P is a point which is located in between vertical plane and horizontal plane. Next, now see the numericals. It is 35 mm behind VP. So, behind VP means this is. So, it is 35 mm behind VP. VP means vertical plane and HP means horizontal plane, and 20 mm below to HP. This is 20 mm below to HP means below to horizontal plane. Okay. We have identified the point is in a third quadrant. Next, what we have to do? We have to draw angle of projection. Which angle of projection? As the point is located in third quadrant, we have to draw third angle of projection. Third angle of projection. How in third angle of projection, how the front views and top views will be? XY is a reference line or a baseline. In third angle projection, above reference line we are getting top view, and below the reference line we are getting front view. Isn't it? We have identified point is located in the third quadrant and we have drawn the third angle of projection. Now, based on these two, now we are going to draw the final solution for the given question. Now, we are going to draw final solution for the given question. So, draw a rough image of it. See, vertical plane, horizontal plane, and this is P, which is located 20 below HP and 35 behind VP. Now, assume that if you are seeing this point from a front view, then where the front view of the point projected? The front view is projected on vertical plane, isn't it? So, when you are seeing this point P from front view, the front view of the point P is projected on the vertical plane. Next, when you are seeing this point from top view, where the top view of the point is projected? The top view of the point is projected on horizontal plane. Clear? See, when you are seeing the point from front view, the front view of the point P is projected on vertical plane. Next, when you are seeing the point P from top view, the top view of the point P is projected on horizontal plane. Next, what we have to do? We have to rotate this horizontal plane into clockwise direction. We have to rotate this horizontal plane into clockwise direction. So, if we rotate this horizontal plane into clockwise direction, means how the representation will be? VP, HP. As if you are rotating this, here we are getting top view and here we are getting front view. As if you are rotating this horizontal plane, the top view will be here. This is our required views, front view and top view. Assume here as a reference line. So, in third angle projection, assume this as a reference line RL. So, by this we can say that in third angle of projection, above the reference line we are getting top view and below the reference line we are getting front view. Now, based on this, now we will draw the final image. Okay. First, for every question, first we need to identify the quadrant system, angle of projection, rough image of an, for better understanding I am drawing all these things. Okay. If you draw like this, means you can easily understood the projections you need. It is not that much tough. So, now finally we are going to draw the final image of the given question. So, as you already know, in front view, when you are seeing this from a front view, which dimension is visible? This 20 is visible. So, front view 20. If you are seeing from top view, which dimension is visible? This 35 dimension is visible. So, on top view we are getting 35. Now, we will draw, based on this, we will draw the final solution. Based on this rough work, we are going to draw the final solution. Here is our final solution, that is XY reference line, and below the reference line we are getting front view. Here is the point with a dimension 20 mm. No need to write any alphabets after these numericals, and as it is front view, this P is denoted with small p dash, and above the reference line we are getting top view, and this is the point P, and this top view is represented with P with a dimension of 35. So, this is the final solution for the given question. When point P is 35 mm behind VP and 20 mm below HP. This is the final solution. Next we will go for another question. See here. See, as I already said, whenever after seeing the question, first we have to identify in which quadrant that given point is located. In which quadrant that given point is located. See the question first. Point Q in front of the VP and above HP. In front of the VP and above the HP. In front of the VP, above the HP means which quadrant that given point is located? The given point Q is located in the first quadrant, isn't it? So, in front of the VP, above the HP means the given point Q is located in the first quadrant. Now, what we have to do? First, we have to draw that quadrant system. We have to first locate that point Q. Draw here. It is clear that given point Q is located in first quadrant. So, this is horizontal plane and this is vertical plane. Now, what we have to do is we have to locate the point Q in between horizontal plane and vertical plane. Now, comes to the numericals. Numericals means from HP how much it is above? From HP it is 30 mm above HP. Horizontal plane HP, you have to write in capitals only. Okay. And Q is a point 40 mm in front of VP. This is 40 mm in front of VP. Now, so we have identified the point Q is located in a first quadrant and we have drawn that quadrant system, that Q is a point which is located 30 mm above HP and 40 mm in front of VP, in front of vertical plane. Okay. Now what we have to do after identifying the point location, now we have to draw the angle of projection. Which angle of projection we have to draw? As our given point Q is located in the first quadrant, we have to draw the first angle of projection. So we have to draw first angle of projection. So in first angle of projection, this is the reference line or baseline XY. So above the reference line we are getting front view, and below the reference line we are getting top view. Okay. For a given question we have identified the quadrant system and angle of projection. Now based on this we are going to solve this question. So next thing is we have to draw the rough projections of the given point. So as it is horizontal plane and this is vertical plane, and point Q is 30 above HP and 40 in front of VP. Now if you are seeing this point Q from a front view, the front view of the point Q is projected on vertical plane. The front view is projected on vertical plane, isn't it? If you are seeing this from the front view of the point Q is projected on vertical plane, and when you are seeing this from a top view, the top view of the point Q is projected on horizontal plane. Okay, we have got the front view and top view. Now where will be the dimensions, we will see. So we got this. Now what we have to do? We have to rotate this horizontal plane into clockwise direction. We have to rotate this horizontal plane into clockwise direction. If we rotate this horizontal plane into clockwise direction, as if you are rotating this, so it will comes here. So here we are getting top view and here we are getting front view. Front view of a distance, when you are seeing from a front view, which distance is visible? This 30 is visible. So it is 30. From front view you can see 30 and from top view you can see 40. So with these dimensions we are going to draw final solution. With this we are going to draw our final solution. See, draw reference line XY, and above we are getting 30 mm. So this is as it is front view, it is denoted with small q dash. Small q dash and dimension of 30, and here below the reference line we are getting top view with a dimension of 40. This is the q is the small q is the top view and q dash is a front view. So this is how, this is the final solution for the given question when point q is 40 mm in front of VP and 30 mm above the HP. Now we will see another question. Here is our another question, that is point R behind the VP 15 mm above HP. Above HP, behind VP means where that point is located? Behind VP, above HP means the point is located in the second quadrant. Above HP and behind VP means the point is located in the second quadrant. Now what we have to do? We have to draw the second quadrant system. second quadrant, horizontal plane, vertical plane, here point R which is 15 mm above HP and 50 mm behind VP. Okay, we have represented the quadrant system. R is a point which is in between horizontal plane and vertical plane. From HP it is 15 mm above HP and VP it is 50 mm, 50 mm. Now what we have to do, as we got identified the second quadrant. The given point is located in a second quadrant. Now what we have to do, we have to draw the second angle of projection. We need to draw second angle of projection. So in second angle of projection, how the angle of projections will be? This is a reference line. So in second angle of projection, both front view and top view are on the above the reference line. Both front view and top view are above the reference line. So we have identified the location of the point which is in a second quadrant, and we have drawn the angle of projection for a given point that is above the reference line. We are getting both front views and top views. Now we will draw the rough projections of that given point. Okay, as this is the second quadrant, HP, VP vertical plane, horizontal plane, and R is a point which is located 15 mm above HP and 50 mm in front of, behind VP. Now we will see the projections. If you are seeing this point R from front view, if you are seeing this point R from front view, where the front view is projected? The front view is projected on a vertical plane. The front view is projected on vertical plane. Next, if you are seeing this point from top view, if you are seeing this from a top view, where the top view of that point R is projected? The top view of the point R is projected on horizontal plane. So it means on vertical plane we are getting front view, and on horizontal plane we are getting top view. Next, what we have to do? We have to tilt this, we have to rotate this horizontal plane into clockwise direction. So what will happen? As we are rotating this horizontal plane into clockwise direction, both front view and top view will comes above the reference line. So it means if you are seeing from the front view, means which dimension is visible? 15 mm. And top view, which dimension is visible? 50 mm. So it means on front view you can see 15 mm and from top view you can see 50 mm, and both front view and top view are above the reference line. Now we will draw the final solution. Point R. Now we will draw the final solution. So this is the reference line X, Y. Now front view. First we will draw the front view of 15 mm dimension. So here is our point. As this is front view, we can denote it with small r dash, and it is of 15 mm, and next from top view it is 50. So from here, as it is 15 means how much left? Again we have to draw from here, we have to draw 35. So, but from down it is 50. So, it is as it is top view, we can represent this with small r, and this dimension is this dimension is 50 and this one is 15. Okay. So, front view dimension is this is r dash front view with a dimension 15 and r top view with a dimension 50. So, this is the final solution for our given question is point R 50 mm behind the VP and 15 mm above the HP. Now, we will see the next question. So, this is our another question, that is point S below HP and in VP. Okay, this is not we can by simply seeing the question we can say that no, it is not in the all the four quadrants. Why? Because it is not okay, it is below HP, but it is not in front or VP or behind VP, but where it is in the VP itself, means that point S is in the VP itself. Now how we have to draw this question? These types of question we have already discussed in our previous session by taking as 4 conditions, isn't it? So, by taking that only we are going to solve this question. So, for these types of question means if the question is like this, means if the point is on HP or on VP and below some distance to the HP and below some distance to the VP, in such a cases what we have to do? We have to draw, it's better to draw only horizontal plane irrespective of quadrants. We have to draw horizontal plane and vertical plane. So, I am drawing here both horizontal plane and vertical plane. HP is horizontal plane and VP is vertical plane. Now, with the help of this horizontal plane and vertical plane, now we are going to locate the point S. How? How we will see? See, it is clearly said that point S 40 mm below HP and in the VP. So, this is VP. It is on the VP. Point S is on the VP and at a distance of 40 below HP. Clear? See, it is on the VP. S is a point which is lying on the VP and 40 mm below to the HP. So, this is the final location. Now, we have to draw the projections of this point S. Same condition. See, if you are seeing this point from front view, where the projection of the point is projected, it will project on the same vertical plane. The front view is projected on a vertical plane only. If you are seeing this point from front view, the front view is projected on vertical plane only. If you are seeing this point from top view, where it is projected in horizontal plane. If you are seeing this point from top view, it is projected on horizontal plane. So, but here we no need to rotate this horizontal plane. Why? Because here one point is on the reference line only. Why? Because here the point S is on VP and 40 below to HP. So, in such a conditions, one point must be on a reference line only. Now, we will draw the final solution. So, this is reference line or baseline XY. Now, if you are seeing from a front view, front side, if you are viewing from the front side, the front view is projected on a vertical plane which is below, which is below reference line. So here we are getting top view, which is denoted with small s, and below here we are getting front view, which is small h dash with a distance of 40 mm. Clear? So in my previous classes we have already solved this type of questions, that is here some questions will be like this: whether the point is below HP and in the VP, above HP and in the VP, or above HP, above VP in the HP, or below VP in the HP. If the condition is like that, means we have to draw the only horizontal plane and vertical plane. We don't need to draw separate quadrant system. Why? Because in our quadrant system we are having only four quadrant system, that is in first quadrant above HP in front VP, in second quadrant above HP behind VP, third quadrant below HP behind VP, fourth quadrant below HP in front of VP. But in that quadrant system we not seen that the point is on HP on VP. So so that's why while solving these types of questions, means when the point is on HP or on VP, we need to draw these horizontal planes and vertical plane. By this we are going to solve the final question. So this is the final image, final solution for the given question, where S is top view, which is on a vertical plane, means which is on a reference line, and S dash is a front view, which is 40 distance from a reference line. So this is one question, and we will see another one. See, the point T 30 mm in front of the VP and 50 below the HP. See, it is in front VP, below HP. In front VP, below HP means which quadrant the given point is located. So in front VP, below HP means in which quadrant the given point T is located. The given point T is located in the fourth quadrant. Below HP in front of VP means it is clear that point T is located in a fourth quadrant. Now what we have to do? We have to draw the fourth quadrant. Horizontal plane, vertical plane, and T is a point which is located 50 below HP and 30 in front of VP. Okay, we have located the points T 50 below HP, below horizontal plane, and 30 in front of vertical plane. Now what we have to do? We have to draw the angle of projection for this. We have to draw, as the point T is located in the fourth quadrant, we have to draw the fourth angle of projection. We have to draw the fourth angle of projection. How the fourth angle of projection will be? So as this is a reference line, in fourth angle of projection, both front view and top view are below the reference line. Both front view and top view are below the reference line. So we have identified that point T is in the fourth quadrant and fourth angle of projection is. So how the projections will become? The projections will become below the reference line, that is both front view and top view will come under the reference line. Now we will draw the rough image of it. We will solve the question. See, as it is a fourth quadrant, horizontal plane, vertical plane, point T and which is 50 mm below HP and 30 mm in front of VP. Now what we have to do? So now we have to see the where the front view and top views will be projected. If you are seeing this point T from front view, if you are seeing this point T from front view, where the front view is projected, this front view is projected on vertical plane. This front view is projected on vertical plane, clear. Next, where the top view is projected, if you are seeing this point from a top view, where the top view of this point is projected, the top view is projected on horizontal plane. The front view is projected on vertical plane and the top view is projected on horizontal plane. Now we will draw the now after that what will happen? This horizontal plane will rotate into clockwise direction. As we are rotating this horizontal plane into clockwise direction, what will happen? So both front view and top view will comes in a same plane. So on vertical plane this is front view, and as we are rotating this horizontal plane, this top view will comes here. So it means below the reference line we are getting both front view and top view. Now comes to the numericals. If you are seeing this point from front view, which point is visible? Which dimension is visible? This 50 is visible. So front view we are getting 50 and top view 30. So front view 50 and top view 30. Now with this we are going to draw our final solution. So draw reference line XY. Next, first we will draw front view with a dimension of 50 mm. So as it is front view, we have to denote with small t dash with a dimension of 50 XY. Front view, this is point small t dash front view and this is dimension of 50, and if you are seeing the from front top view, the dimension is 30 mm. So as it is the top view, it is represented with small t and which is a distance of 30 mm. So here t dash is front view and t is top view. So this is the final solution for our given question, where point T in front of VP and below HP. This is the final solution. Okay. Up to now we have discussed about where the points are located in all the 4 quadrants, or points which are located, point which is located on horizontal plane or on vertical plane. Now we will solve some more questions like so. Here in this given question, the points are A and B. So first of all, when you are solving these types of questions, first we need to read the question once or twice for the better understanding. So after understanding the question only, then try to solve the given question. So what we have to do is, first we have to read the question clearly. So now we will read the question, that is, a point A is 15 mm above HP and 20 mm in front of VP. A point A is 15 mm above HP and 20 mm in front of VP. Okay. It is clear that point A is above HP and in front of VP. So above HP in front of VP means where the point A is located, The point A is located in the first quadrant, right side. Solution. Point A is in first quadrant. Clear? Okay. Next after that, another point B is in 25 mm behind VP and 40 mm below HP. Now see here, point B is behind VP and below HP. So behind VP, below HP means in which quadrant that point B is located? Point B is in third quadrant. Point B is in third quadrant. Okay. Point A is in first quadrant. Point B is in third quadrant. Now what we have to do? See. Draw the projections of point A and B. Okay. Draw the projections of A and B. Okay. We know that point A is in first quadrant. Point B is in third quadrant. Now first we will draw the projections of these 2 points A and B. Now we will draw the projections of these 2 points. So further, as we are drawing, I will draw both horizontal plane and vertical plane. Okay. Now first of all, identify point A, as it is in first quadrant and B is in third quadrant. We have already seen. Now we will locate the points in first quadrant and third quadrant. A is a point which is located 15 mm above HP. Here a point A is there. It is located 15 mm above HP and 20 mm in front of VP. A is a point which is located 15 mm above HP and 20 mm in front of VP. Clear. Next, when it comes to the third quadrant, in third quadrant which point is located? Point B is located. In third quadrant point B is located and point B is 25 mm behind VP and 40 mm below HP. 40 mm below HP and 25 mm behind VP. Okay, we have located point A and point B. Now what we have to do? We need to draw the solution. So for this, what we have to do? We need to draw the projections of point A and point B on a same reference line. Point A and point B on a same reference line. So for that, here is our solution. Draw reference line X and Y. Draw a reference line or baseline X and Y. Now first we will draw projections of point A. So this is point A. If you are seeing this point from front view, if you are seeing this point from front view, front side, then on which plane the front view is projected? On vertical plane the front view is projected. And if you are seeing this point A from top view, if you are seeing this point A from top view, on which plane this point A is top view is projected? On horizontal plane the top view is projected. Okay, so when you are seeing this point A, the front view of this point A is projected on vertical plane and the top view of the point A is projected on horizontal plane. Now we will draw the projections in a solution part. See, so above the reference line we are getting front view. As we have to rotate this horizontal plane into clockwise direction, this top view will comes here. So it means top view is below the reference line. So above the reference line front view, below the reference line top view. When you are seeing from the front view, which dimension is visible? this 15 mm is visible. When you are seeing from front view, this 15 mm is visible. So first we are drawing front view. So above the reference line at a distance of 15 mm we are getting a point A dash with a dimension of 15 mm. So this is front view. Okay, now below the reference line we are having top view at a distance of 20. So from here we are getting, so below the reference line we are getting top view A at a distance of 20. So it is at a distance of 15 and which is at a distance of 20. Okay. Point A projections are completed. Next what we have to draw? We need to draw the point B projection. So assume that if you are seeing this point B from front view, where the front view is projected, this front view of the point B is projected on a vertical plane. So here we are getting front view. So if you are seeing this point B from front view, the front view of the point B is projected on a vertical plane. And if you are seeing this object from top view, if you are seeing this given point B is from top view, where the top view is projected? The top view is projected on a horizontal plane. So front view is on vertical plane and top view is on horizontal plane. Now what we have to do again here, we have to rotate this horizontal plane into clockwise direction. Now what we have to do, we have to rotate this horizontal plane into clockwise direction. If it is rotates into clockwise direction, this top view will comes here. So it will comes above the reference line. If you are rotating this horizontal plane into clockwise direction, the top view will comes above the reference line. Okay, now we will draw the point B projection. Before drawing that projection, here another condition is there, that is after draw the projections of A and B, here there is a condition that keeping the distance between the projectors is equal to 90 mm. So it means we have to give the 90 mm distance between projections of point A and B. So what we have to do? We need to take a distance of 90 mm from point A to point B, as it is given that keeping the distance between the projections is equal to 90 mm. So for that reason we have to give the distance between A and B is 90 mm. Now we have to draw the projections of point B. Now we have to draw the projections of point B. Above the reference line we will get in third angle of projection, above the reference line we are getting top view. See here what is the top view here, what is the dimension of the top view? If you are seeing from the top view, this 25 is the dimension. So from here this is the point which is located in a top view and that is denoted with small b at a distance of 25. Okay, now front view. If you are seeing from a front view, which distance is visible? This 40 is visible. Now below the reference line, front view is obtained. So at a distance of 40. So this is the point. As this is the front view, it is denoted with B dash at a distance of 40. Clear? So we have taken point A and B. After that what we have done, we draw the projection, and that point A and B were in a first and third quadrant. So we need to draw the projections in first angle and in the third angle. So A is a point which is in a where the projections are in first angle projection. It means above the reference line we are getting A dash front view, and below the reference line we are getting A top view. When comes to B, it is in the third quadrant. So above the reference line small b top view, below the reference line B dash front view. Okay. Now another condition is keeping the distance between these two projections is we have to give the distance of 90 mm between A to B. Projection A to B we have given 90 mm. Okay. Next, draw the straight lines joining top views and front views. So another one condition is we have to draw a straight line joining top view and front view. So it means with the help of a steel rule, with the help of a scale, we need to join the top views and front views. So I am joining here TV A comma B. TV means top view, FV front view, A dash comma B dash. Now I am going to join top views A and B with the help of a scale. I have joined AB. Next, front view A dash B dash we have joined with a scale. So this is the solution for a given question. This is a solution for a given question. Once again I am explaining, listen carefully. So it is whenever if you saw these types of questions, first what we have to do is we have to read the question once or twice, then only we are going to understand this question and you can easily draw the solution, you can easily draw the projections of it. So I am explaining this question. See, here the question is a point A is 15 mm above HP and 20 mm in front of VP. It is clear that a point A is located above HP and in front of VP means a point A is located in a first quadrant. So in first quadrant how the projections will be? In first quadrant, if any point is located in a first quadrant, that point which comes under projections are comes under above the reference line in first quadrant. Above the reference line we are getting front view and below the reference line we are getting top view. So first what we have to do is first we have to draw the projections of point A. So this is A dash is a front view and A is a top view. So from reference line, above the reference line we are getting front view A dash at a distance of 15 and top view A at a distance of 20. So we have drawn the projections of A. Okay, completed. Next, another point B is 20 mm behind VP and 40 mm below HP. So on the same reference line, we have to draw the projections of point B. So before drawing the projections, what we have to identify? We need to identify the projection, we need to identify where the point B is located. We need to identify where the point B is located. It is clear that as point B is behind VP and below HP means it is located in a third quadrant. Point B is located in a third quadrant. If the any point is located on a third quadrant means how the projections will come? Above the reference line we will get top view and below the reference line we will get front view. So by using that we are going to draw projections of B. Before going that, see here after that what he is given, okay, he just asked draw the projections of A and B, okay, but after that he given a condition that keeping the distance between the projectors is 90 mm. So we have to keep the distance between point A and point B. In between this point A and point B, we need to give a distance of 90 mm. Okay, we have given. So we have drawn, initially we have drawn point A projections, and from point A we have given 90 mm dimension. So 90 mm gap distance. Now we are going to draw point B projections. So as we already said, point B is located in a third quadrant and in third quadrant means third angle projection. So in third angle projection, the front view is below the reference line, this is B dash, and top view above the reference line we are getting top view B. So above the reference line we get a top view at a distance of 25, and below the reference line we are getting front view at a distance of 40. Okay, we completed point A projections and point B projection, and we have given a distance in between point A and point B is 90 mm. Next he have asked, draw straight lines joining top views and the front views. Okay, he just asked to join both top views and front views of point A and B. So it means, see here top view is A and B, and here top view is equal to TV is equal to top view, and FV is front view. So TV top views are A and B, and front views FVs are A dash and B dash. So with the help of SQL, we need to join both A dash B dash front views and AB top views. So this is the solution for the given question. So up to now we have discussed that points which are located in all the 4 quadrants and points which are located either on horizontal plane, either on vertical plane. Here are some more questions which related to the projection of points, and in this session which we got solved this first question. Okay.
Ladies and gents, this is the moment you've waited for.